Floyd Mayweather, the undefeated king of boxing, has confirmed he's fighting Jake Paul, the YouTuber-turned boxer who constantly boasts about his own undefeated record. Jake has clearly taken on more than he can handle, and somehow, Floyd is fully committed to this bout.
How do you feel like you get out of that bubble to make somebody a real boxer?
I mean, what he's doing is, kind of cool. If he can continue to steal money and they match him the way they match him, I can't knock his hustle. So if they can match him the way how they've been matching him, more power to him.
What's really going on here? Is Mayweather bored and chasing a quick paycheck like Tyson, or does he just want to shut Jake Paul up once and for all? Whatever the reason, this fight has everyone talking. Jake even had the audacity to claim he'll stay undefeated after facing Mayweather. Bold, right? The world is buzzing as we gear up for what could either be an epic showdown or the biggest boxing meme of all time. Either way, you won't want to miss this.
Champ, we appreciate your time.
Yeah.
No, we got to give, Nick, put the camera on PT. Yo, PT, man, we appreciate you. Thanks, P, for making this happen. P and Rilla, we appreciate the money team all the time, man.
I'm proud of him. I'm not really upset. Even like, it was so crazy. I remember just a while back, his brother was like, "Oh, I didn't get paid. It was just like I said before. He just want to keep his name out there. As long as he attached his name to mine, he gonna keep my name out there. Remember what he said? He said, "Oh, Mayweather ain't gonna. He didn't pay me. Where's the lawsuit? If you didn't get paid, where's the lawsuit?" So it's a bunch of bullshit. But like I said before, they know what they're doing.
Floyd Mayweather just dropped a bombshell that's left the boxing world stunned. The undefeated legend claims Jake Paul's fights have been scripted, pre-planned, choreographed, and as fake as a reality TV drama. Mayweather didn't hold back, pointing out that Jake's opponents are often older, less experienced fighters carefully chosen to guarantee his victories. If that doesn't raise eyebrows, what will?
And then by the end of the fight, it was clear this was a 58-year-old man, and he looked like a 58-year-old man. And I have a lot of issues with this. I don't think this fight should have ever happened. I think it says a lot of bad things about the combat sports world and sets a really dangerous precedent going forward. We're gonna talk about the whole fight clearance approval process and then just physiologically why he looked the way he did. There's a lot of just true anatomy and physiologic changes that explain why Tyson looked so bad and play a role in why this type of thing should not happen. So how did this fight even happen or get approved?
Scripted fights in boxing represent the ultimate betrayal of the sport's core values of authenticity and competition. If Mayweather's claims are true, Jake Paul's matches are less about skill and more about creating a storyline to maintain his unbeaten record. Critics argue that scripting fights undermines boxing's integrity and deceives fans who expect genuine athletic competition. By handpicking opponents and allegedly choreographing outcomes, Jake has turned what should be a test of endurance and talent into a hollow spectacle, prioritizing entertainment over authenticity. For purists, this revelation confirms their worst fears about Jake's damaging influence on the sport.
Big as the what?
Why was Mike wearing assless chaps though? In the
Did that moment go viral with his cheeks out?
I don't know. It made my stomach hurt.
I was seeing it.
Why didn't he
while
have
I was
underwear
ringside. He had a G-string on, is what he had.
I thought he was completely butt naked.
Nah, he looked like a stripper.
But yeah, biggest live gate, 18.1 millions in U.S. boxing history outside of Las Vegas. A phenomenal night. I'm sorry I didn't knock him out though, guys.
Shut the fuck up. It was
really
crazy when
sorry.
we talked about this. I told him you were gonna say some dumb shit. You did the right thing at the end. You bowed. You kept it classy. You was wobbled. You did your thing. You didn't get greedy.
Mayweather didn't stop at calling out Jake's scripted matches. He criticized Jake's entire approach to boxing, accusing him of turning the sport into a spectacle. According to Floyd, Jake's antics, along with endorsements from figures like Mike Tyson, have damaged boxing's reputation. Mayweather views the upcoming fight as more than just a bout. It's a mission to restore integrity to the sport and teach Jake Paul a much-needed lesson in respect.
You have no idea how much I'm praying that you are right. I do not want to see Mike Tyson get knocked out.
Why was Mike wearing assless chaps though? That moment went viral with his cheeks on full display, and I don't know, it honestly made my stomach hurt just seeing it. I thought he was nearly naked, and it looked like he was dressed like a stripper or something. Anyway, the event itself was incredible, setting a record for the biggest live gate in US boxing history outside of Las Vegas with 18.1 million in attendance, a phenomenal night. I'm sorry I did knocking out guys, but when we talked about this, I told him he'd say some dumb stuff. but he did the right thing in the end. He bowed, kept it classy. Even though he was wobbling, he can get greedy and handled himself well.
Put too much hurt on him, but I wanted the fans to get a good experience. But there was a point where all of my aggression and like super violence and like I'm gonna knock this guy out and show him, it went away when I wasn't getting hit much at all. And I don't know, I just
punches weren't doing it.
I love Mike.
Walk us through the whole thing, from the walkout to the fight to the post interview. Walk us through the whole fight from your point of view.
Yeah, this fight was just different. I feel like mentally locked in, like a lot less nerves than normal. I'm just getting so used to these moments. And honestly, fighting in a stadium, there was less it's less personal.
Yes.
So, and it's less loud.
For years, Jake Paul has avoided real challenges in the ring, carefully selecting opponents who pose little to no threat. Retired MMA fighters, aging athletes, and people with minimal boxing experience. While this strategy has worked for building hype, it's hardly the stuff of legends. Floyd Mayweather, on the other hand, is the real deal. He's faced the best of the best and emerged victorious every single time. This upcoming fight is shaping up to be the ultimate showdown. Hype versus skill, spectacle versus substance. It's a clash between someone who's built a brand and someone who's earned a legacy through genuine greatness.
So how did this fight even happen or get approved? Each state has an athletic commission that governs licenses for combat sports. It's not a national standard, it's state by state, and there's a wide variety of medical clearance processes and rules in place from one state to another. That probably played some role in where this fight happened, because Texas has some of the more lenient medical clearance process.
Jake Paul's rise in boxing has sparked controversy. Some admired his ability to bring attention to the sport, while others view him as a walking gimmick. His flashy tactics and bold claims have earned him millions of fans, but they've also drawn criticism from boxing purists. Floyd Mayweather, a man who's dedicated his life to the sport, clearly falls into the latter category. He's made it clear that Jake's reliance on hand-picked opponents and his focus on fame over skill have damaged boxing's image. Now, Mayweather is stepping up to set things right and restore integrity to the sport.
Idea that he had a chance, but he really didn't have a chance to beat this kid tonight. And it showed very early. Fight starts, Mike gets forward, lands a beautiful jab that rocks Jake, and I think immediately that made Jake realize that he couldn't be reckless against him. But then as time went on, he realized that that threat was not as present as he might have thought.
The contrast between these two fighters couldn't be more stark. Floyd Mayweather is a seasoned professional with decades of experience and an unblemished record, while Jake Paul is a social media star who turned boxing into a personal marketing campaign. Mayweather's decision to take this fight isn't about proving himself. He's already done that countless times. Instead, it's about making a statement. By stepping into the ring with Jake, Floyd aims to expose the gap between real skill and manufactured hype.
Because what he was great at doing is getting his feet close to his opponents, changing the angle and throwing them punches as he was moving, and it was this fast angle changes which helped him have all of the success that he did have in boxing. And with him being 58 years old, which he is, not unless you're going to tell me that's scripted as well, all the people who telling me this fight was scripted, time really does take its toll, especially when you've not been living the life of an athlete for over 20 years. Now, as much as you wanted to hope, and I wanted to hope that we would see some little bits of the old Mike Tyson in there, it was sad, we didn't. And if you ever seen Evander Holyfield when he fought Victor Belfort a few years ago when he was 58 years old, it was the same sort of thing. It was sad to see. But you might be thinking, well, if Mike Tyson was that bad, why didn't Jake Paul just knock him out? Because he was just moving slowly and he wasn't really moving his feet. He was like a sitting target for Jake to throw them punches. Why didn't Jake just put him away? Maybe you think the deal was Mike Tyson said, I'm not going to get knocked out, but I'll lose on points for my extra 10, 20 million quid. Maybe that's what you think.
Jake Paul's bold claim of being the next big name in boxing is laughable to many. Even Mayweather has said that Jake wouldn't stand a chance against real professionals like Canelo Alvarez. And let's face it, Floyd's probably right. Jake's confidence may be sky high, but confidence alone doesn't win fights. Skill, experience, and preparation do. And those are areas where Mayweather has Jake beat by a mile. Critics of Jake Paul have been vocal about his approach to boxing, noting that his carefully orchestrated career is more about creating viral moments than actually proving himself in the ring. Jake's focus on fame over genuine skill has made him a polarizing figure. While his antics have brought new viewers to boxing, they've also alienated longtime fans who see his rise as a mockery of the sport. Mayweather's decision to fight Jake feels like an attempt to put an end to the circus and remind everyone what boxing is truly about: real competition and true skill.
When he bit what's his name's ear off, this was entertaining. This was just entertaining, bro. I hope y'all didn't take this too serious. It was just entertaining. He always wanted to fight Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson did this shit because he got paid. He got 20 million, he got 40 million. You know what I'm saying? It was entertainment, bro.
One of the most interesting aspects of this fight is the motivation behind it. For Floyd Mayweather, this isn't just another payday, though the money will be great, as always. This fight is about more than that. Floyd wants to defend the sport he loves from what he sees as an attack on its integrity. By taking on Jake Paul, Mayweather hoped to set an example and demonstrate the stark difference between a real fighter and a manufactured persona, reminding the world of what boxing is truly about.
I want to know how much Mike Tyson got paid for that fight, because he gave his legacy away for Jake Paul to make a name for himself. Jake Paul wins against another old man. The most rigged thing I've seen in a long time. Bro, Mike Tyson got paid millions of pounds just to walk in every round. Land no punches, throw no punches, nothing. Just walk around.
The stakes for this fight couldn't be higher for Jake Paul. It's his chance to prove he's more than just a YouTube star with a big mouth. If he can somehow hold his own against Mayweather, it could elevate his status in the boxing world. But let's be real, the odds are heavily stacked against Jake. Mayweather is one of the greatest fighters of all time, while Jake is, well, Jake. The likelihood of an upset is slim to none.
If Mike Tyson threw that fight for 20 million, he sold his soul. Selling your soul is going against your I am. Selling your soul is going against your moral compass for financial gain or materialism, which is why you get this empty, soulless look in Mike's face, because it's regretful what he did, and that he doesn't care about legacy, which is an indication.
For Floyd Mayweather, the stakes are different. His legacy is already secure, but this fight is an opportunity to make a statement. By dismantling Jake Paul in the ring, Mayweather can send a clear message about what it means to be a true boxer. It's not about social media fame or viral stunts, but skill, dedication, and respect for the sport.
He doesn't care about legacy, which is an indication that he sold his soul. We know Netflix sat him down. Hey, we just gotta make this look good. Hey, Mike, this is the new day and age. Think about the bag, think about the money. Let's not talk about the buffering fight that we had with Netflix last night, with all due respect. But I think Mike realized that signing a contract to do this and to script this fight.
The fight has generated massive interest, attracting both casual viewers and die-hard boxing fans. It promises drama, entertainment, and possibly a reality check for Jake Paul. Whether you're rooting for Floyd to shut Jake up or hoping for an upset, there's no denying this fight is a must-watch event.
31 years older than Jake. 31. Do y'all understand? I'm gonna put this in perspective. I was just telling somebody here in studio in LA this. Do y'all know more than 20 years ago, Mike Tyson got dropped in a fight from sheer fatigue? Wasn't even hurt, but still extended his hand to reach out for the referee to help him up. He actually had a second there where he was looking for the referee to help him up because he was so tired. You understand? That he could barely get up. That was 20 years ago.
In the end, the Mayweather versus Jake Paul fight is more than just a boxing match. It's the clash of worlds. The old guard faces the new substance battle style, and reality confronts hype. Mayweather is stepping into the ring not just to win, but to defend the honor of boxing itself. On the other hand, Jake Paul is determined to prove that he truly belongs in the sport despite all the criticism. Who will come out on top? One thing's for sure, when the bell rings, all the talk, drama, and hype will fade away. It will be just two fighters in the ring, and the truth will finally emerge.
Paid millions for that. fair play, fair play. Mike Tyson's the real winner here, because if you're fighting a 50-plus-year-old man, hyping it up and all that, then you be crazy. Now Jake Paul is gonna flex. Oh, this is corrupt and rigged. Netflix, bro, their first ever big stream is the most rigged thing I've seen. The most scripted and rigged thing I've seen. I don't even know if I want to watch Netflix events anymore. Everyone stayed up for this crap.
The Mayweather versus Jake Paul fight is creating major buzz. Mayweather, the undefeated boxing legend, aims to expose Jake's scripted fights and restore boxing's integrity. Meanwhile, Jake claims to stay undefeated. The fight promises high stakes, highlighting a clash of real skill versus manufactured hype.